All right, so we are doing the starting 5 draft today of animated movies. Max, who has the first pick? I don't think we've done a draft with the 3 of us in like 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Minute. I think
I had it last week.
Okay.
I feel like I should.
You had it last
possibly
week, so
be
I'll be
last.
number 1.
Okay.
Max, you'll be number 2.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so this is the animated movies draft. And now, I told the guys before the pod, I don't think I'm going to win. Because I'm not going for pander picks. I'm not somebody who enjoys watching G-rated movies. When I see Twitter fawning over movies like Cars, genuinely don't understand it.
See,
Confuses me.
You don't like a happy-go-lucky like story makes you cry a little bit.
Like, I'll watch like the sports documentary. I don't know. I'm a beer drinking 20s man.
What about some songs? You don't like a good song?
No, like I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go with a movie that I guess contradicts what I said. I think this is the best Pixar movie. Is this Pixar? Oh, I forgot to look at the DreamWorks catalog. I remember there was Pixar and another one, and I was like, I don't remember the name of the other one, so I couldn't look at their catalog. All right, I'm going with The Incredibles.
That's
The
a good pick.
Incredibles. Wow. With the first pick.
The first pick, I'm going with The Incredibles.
Dang.
My draft's gonna get really weird after this, but that's the one that I'll give y'all.
That's a bold move. I think especially from the Pixar catalog to go with The Incredibles as your number 1 pick.
It's my 1-1 from Pixar.
Wow. Bold. Well,
Unimpressed, Max.
I mean, that was on my list, but I wouldn't have taken it 1. What I am going to take 1 is Toy Story.
Okay.
The OG. I think the first Pixar movie. The OG. It doesn't get much better than Toy Story for me.
There you
personally.
go. I mean,
Like,
I hear you.
it's a banger. I don't know.
I don't even know that that's the best movie in that franchise.
You'd pick Toy Story 2 over 1?
No, I would not.
3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn straight. I think it's a
Okay.
damn near perfect movie.
Wow. Okay.
So to clarify, Max took Toy Story 1.
Took Toy
Yes,
Story 1.
yes.
Classic story about a astronaut and a cowboy. Wow. There's so much on the board right now. I'm staring at this for the first of my 2 snake picks. I think this movie has maybe the best soundtrack of any movie, maybe ever. Like,
Wow.
amazing soundtrack.
Wow.
And also just like super iconic movie. Give me Shrek.
Great
Number
pick.
1.
That's a DreamWorks pick.
Mike Myers masterclass. I mean, Eddie Murphy as Donkey.
I had it on my board.
That's comedy. That's comedy right there. He's making waffles.
He does be making waffles.
He's making waffles. Ooh, okay. Snaking around. Give me... I'm torn between a couple Pixar movies. Pixar is just like
Bangers.
just banger after banger after.
See, I just think they're all the same.
That's wrong.
How do you say any of these movies are definitively better than the other ones? That's my thing with Pixar.
Just because they're all so good, or like
They're like I feel like they're kind of like the Portland Trailblazers. They're all just like 85 overalls.
no, but
Like occasionally you get an 88 or an 82, but you never really get like I don't know.
But don't you like personally connect with like some of the performances, some of the comedy, a certain storyline more than another?
You're just like, you see
I feel like The
animation.
Incredibles, and that's why I picked it 1-1.
Hey, I respect that.
It's the one that I feel like seeing the dad have to do dad things and, mope through a relationship and having kids. Like, I feel like that's the one I'll relate to the most by the time I die.
What a weird way to say that.
I'm gonna go with one of my favorites from childhood. It's the other Pixar sports movie. Give me Cars. I love some Lightning McQueen, some Mater. So funny. And it's sports. I'm feeling really good. Cars and Shrek.
Nice.
Well, you definitely won the internet, Patrick. Those were some pander picks.
I like those movies.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the newer movie for my second pick. I'm gonna take Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
You are such a film guy. Max is our resident like
Film Boy.
Film Boy here.
I mean, do you guys like that movie?
No, it's a really good movie.
It's
I like that
incredible.
movie.
I
Yeah.
think it's like one of the most revolutionary animated films of like the last 10, 15 years, hands down.
I haven't
It's
seen it.
awesome. What the heck?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The way it's animated gave me a headache when I watched the trailer, so I never went and saw it.
I think maybe this is a bad draft idea.
No. I mean, I see. That's the thing with anime in general. Not that anime and animated are always the same, but newer animes are not like this. But older animes, like from like 8 years ago, I don't like the animation style where it's like choppy.
Yeah,
It kind of gives me a headache to like watch. So I don't know. I maybe I have like bad motion sickness or something. But like
There
I don't like
is-
the like start stop like constant start stop all the time. Like I've never liked that.
Okay.
There is some animation that like I definitely feel that like when I was in my peak, like when I was going to film school in my peak film boy, that was when that movie Loving Vincent came
Oh,
out. Did you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
watch that? It was like it was about Vincent van Gogh and every frame was hand painted, but it was impossible to watch. I like was getting
Yeah, like,
vertigo.
there was another-
every single scene.
I don't know if you guys will draft it. Maybe Max will. I feel like this will be a Max draft. See, I've heard Spider-Verse is amazing, so I wish I wasn't such
I
a
feel like
bugaboo
you'd
about
like it.
that. But what was it called? Isle of Dogs? Like I saw the trailer
stop
and I was
motion.
like, why do I feel like that'll be a really good movie? But man, I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, I feel you.
I get it.
Did you see that movie?
I have seen that movie.
Was it good?
It's good. It's good. It's stop motion.
I knew it would be good.
It's great. Great cast, but
No, I'm not yucking the yum. I've heard
Yeah.
Spider-Verse is amazing. I've heard that's amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it looked amazing, but I don't know. I just couldn't do
Where
it.
are we in this draft right
My
now?
pick.
it's
Okay.
James. Yeah.
And this is where I get weird.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to take Osmosis Jones.
There we go. I love it. I love it. A Bill Murray masterclass. Chris Rock, right? Playing Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones at 2 is crazy.
And I'm going to take a movie that I think is great, the Lego movie.
I had it on my
nice.
board. I had it on my board.
You had Osmosis Jones on your board?
I did not have Osmosis
okay.
Jones on my board. I had the Lego
Oh, your board
movie
was
on my
lacking some
board.
sleepers. Max, was Osmosis Jones on your board, or was that a bad pick?
It was a weird pick, not on my board.
But part of animated movies is like what was an animated movie during your childhood?
Can we also
Right.
talk about how my last two picks are animated movies that include real life scenes as well?
Yeah, the mixed animation, I believe, is the term.
Yeah.
I'm skeetering on the border of what's allowed.
Skeetering.
Space Jam is not on the board.
Oh, I didn't even think about Space
Yeah,
Jam.
I didn't think about Space Jam.
Okay.
I think Space Jam 2 just tarnished the whole franchise.
Space Jam 2, a new legacy of
Atrocious.
of
Honestly,
terribleness.
Michael Jordan's best argument for GOAT.
Yeah.
Just the Space Jam
I don't know
1 is
about
better.
his
Space Jam
best
franchise.
argument, but
Just like
definitely an
you
argument.
hear this.
Best argument.
I think the singular best argument.
What?
LeBron's fall off as an actor needs to be studied because he was
He
good
was
in that
so
one
good in
movie.
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck, yeah. Like what happened to him? Why did he forget how to
he
act?
didn't have Bill Hader to walk him through.
Yeah.
I do think part of that movie, why it was so rough for him, is LeBron seemed like he had never spoken to a child before in his life.
Yep.
And those scenes were so uncomfortable between him and his fake son.
Yeah.
And like that was the whole like
to the point
first
where I
20
wondered
minutes.
why they didn't cast Bryce.
Right.
Yeah. That would have probably been a little less awkward, but
Yeah.
it was so awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the most awkward was when he fell into the cartoon world and his like imprint was the Nike logo instead of the shape of his body, and it was like, how shamelessly sellout are we
Yeah.
gonna go with this?
This-
Space Jam 1 didn't have stuff like that, did it? I don't recall.
I mean, Space Jam 1, as a person that took a history of animation class and wrote a paper on Space
Who's
Jam
the film
1,
boy now?
Yeah, Patrick, if you don't win,
Space Jam 1 is a literal commercial.
Okay.
And it is much worse than everyone remembers, but it was not worse than
Like for
Space Jam
Gatorade
2.
and stuff, or what?
no, for like
For
yeah,
Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes
Okay.
and Nike. It was literally based on the Super Bowl commercial with
Ah.
Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes, and the same director from that commercial.
Made
That
the
was his
movie.
first ever feature film.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that.
So yeah, it's not a great movie, but at least it has Charles Barkley in it.
love Chuck.
And who's the other guy that's in that? Isn't like
we with Patrick Ewing,
Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues,
Muggsy is who I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sean Bradley.
It just had more aura.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With my third pick,
Whoa, I just noticed you have a giant tarantula tattoo.
it's a jumping spider.
Oh.
Is that new?
I've had it for like several months.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay,
How have I
unrelated.
never noticed that?
Unrelated. With my third pick, I'm gonna take. Oh man, this is tough, but I feel like we all have very different tastes, so I'm not too worried about this. I'm gonna take Spirited Away. Have you guys seen Spirited Away?
Yes, I have seen Spirited Away.
I'm not going to lie, guys. I looked up best animated movies of all time, and I haven't seen most of the ones that were on the top of these lists.
A
Okay.
Hayao Miyazaki.
But this movie was on these lists.
Yes. I don't know if the animation is too fast for you, James, but it's a Japanese animated movie. It's incredible. It is.
The old lady just freaks me out too much.
It's a little creepy. Like some of the animation is a little scary.
but the ghost is cute.
The ghost is cute. Yeah. It's an amazing movie. I think maybe one of the best movies ever. Just
It's a great movie.
blanket.
It's
statement.
It's also beautiful. The animation is like
It's good.
just the attention to detail and everything. All those movies are awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna take that number 3.
I feel like if we had, like, the critics panel vote, Max would win. Patrick, I think you're going to win the Instagram poll, and I think no matter who you ask, I'm going to lose. But we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, I'll ruin my chances to win. I think in one of these next 2 rounds. See, one of these that I'm like, how is this still on the board? Just because I feel like it's such an iconic movie.
Uh-oh. What did I miss?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I gotta
this
take
like a
it. I'll,
Scooby-Doo
Finding
movie?
Nemo. Like,
Oh, okay.
It's Finding
Okay.
Nemo.
Okay.
Like it's it's one of those Pixar movies. The first scene, like,
OG.
is a movie in itself.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah, the first scene is crazy. It's
Yeah.
so scary and sad.
with that barracuda.
Oof. Yeah.
And then just little Nemo.
Oh, little Nemo.
And he wanted to name all of his kids Marlin Jr. But then his wife got eaten. Yeah,
It happens.
that's
Hate
great.
when that happens to my wife.
Yeah, great performance by Ellen. There's so many great performances in it. The shark scene, iconic. Bruce. And then next, I gotta do one musical. I'm a musical guy. Give me Frozen. Like,
Frozen?
Frozen's a great movie. Frozen has incredible songs. Elsa is a badass. She has such intense, like, she's not just like the other princesses. She's got ice powers. She can just, like, freaking kill your ass. But yeah, great songs throughout the entire movie. If you haven't given it a chance, get off your fucking masculine high horse and enjoy
Yeah,
a
James.
fucking musical.
I've seen it. I bought the ticket to see it in theaters.
I wasn't saying that to James. I was saying that straight to the camera.
But it was meant to be heard by me. Fair enough.
Yeah, Frozen. So I've got Finding Nemo, Frozen, Cars, and Shrek.
Pretty good list.
And that's going back to you.
Okay, man. So I'm gonna have to go with another Pixar movie that was one of my favorites as a child. I'm gonna go Monsters Inc.
Ooh, I had it on my list.
There we
Had it
go.
on my list. I don't remember if it was actually a good movie or not. I just remember I saw it a bunch
It's
of times.
good.
Billy Crystal.
Oh my gosh.
John Goodman.
It's amazing. It's great. I haven't actually rewatched it in quite a while, so I don't know for sure. Actually, and I never saw Monsters University, the sequel, which I've heard is also pretty good.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's not the same. Like,
OG.
You're
But-
not balling at the end.
Okay.
Like when Sully presses in that last piece of the door.
Oh, baby.
And that lights up, and then you hear her say "Kitty."
I think Patrick has all these movies like dead to rights.
I just think it's an 85 overall.
Wow.
85 is pretty good.
Yeah, like every Pixar movie is good.
Yeah.
I just I don't know, when people are like, "Oh, this is my favorite movie." Like, how do you even remember that movie? All right, I'm going to go with the greatest Disney movie ever, Mulan.
There we
Oh.
go. That's a great movie right there.
Best Disney princess. And you know what? I'm going to wrap up with a also more recent movie. I'm going to go with Sausage Party.
Ooh, was on my board. Yeah, that's a fun movie. I feel like there's a sequel coming out, and I feel like there's a high percentage chance that
It's
that
gonna
will
suck.
be the worst movie
Ever?
of the decade.
Dude, you know what I forgot? I forgot like Anchorman 2 existed. And I forgot that Kanye West is in the final fight scene remake at the end of Anchorman 2.
Oh yeah, he sure is, huh?
All the stars made it for that one.
I think Anchorman 2 is pretty good though.
It's okay.
Anchorman 1 is legendary.
Yeah, obviously, but
Yeah, I like admittedly whenever I think of Anchorman 2, the
Lighthouse.
the lighthouse scene.
No, the
where
scene-
that's the shark.
The scene I think of is like, I think at the beginning of the movie, they're like in a van that's like top sizing or something. And it's like this weird slow-mo shot of all their faces. And it's like so corny. And I'm like, oh, the first Anchorman was not corny like this.
No,
Yeah.
it was not.
Yeah.
No, the first Anchorman is so legendary.
Any sequel that you make like 10 years after the original movie, or in some cases 30 years after the original movie, sucks.
Especially when every actor in it was like, they were famous when they were in it, but became like
Yep.
international, like the biggest stars in the world after.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Will Ferrell after that was like the biggest actor for like 8 years.
Well, and like Steve Carell became
Huge,
like the
yep.
biggest actor ever.
Yep.
Paul Rudd.
Yep.
Yeah, just like superstar cast.
I kind of, Will Ferrell was like my favorite actor ever. And I'm kind of bummed that he's like better in cameo serving size now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in his heyday, in his prime,
Oh, man.
he was
Yeah.
a 1A.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
But he also had like a
he's a
level of
great-
physicality that is like really hard to carry on
comedy.
as you get older.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah. Is it me now?
It
Yes,
is you.
it is.
Okay, this is
My draft makes no sense.
yeah, this is tough. I really didn't prepare a lot for this. Okay, I'm gonna go with another Pixar movie that I think
There we
is one of the all-time greats, Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
85 overall.
That is.
See, you're just wrong, James.
You don't like
I think I
Ratatouille?
am wrong because no one agrees with me.
I think that is like a 95 out of 100. film. personally.
The scene where Remy's eating the strawberry and then the cheese.
Oh yeah,
Like it's
Amazing.
such an interesting way to like express how like food tastes and flavors work together.
yeah,
That scene really
You're a food
really
man.
stuck with me. Yeah.
yeah. And James is like, "This is for babies. I want to watch football."
I don't want to yuck a yum. I saw all of these movies as a kid. I went to theaters. I supported it with my ticket purchase for all of these movies.
You paid for it personally.
Probably not that one. But like, I don't know. Like, it's like I watched it and all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I feel like there will be a time in your life where you have the opportunity to revisit these and maybe you might.
Maybe. Yeah. So one thing I
Really
started
different.
doing is I have my scrapbook that I make every year, and I've been putting my top 3 favorite movies, TV shows, and video games that I played each year. And I now keep a list of every movie I've seen during the year. So maybe when I revisit my scrapbooks 20 years from now, I'll be like, oh, I forgot I had that in my top 3.
Yeah.
I just love this coming from a guy who plays World of Warcraft like
Dude, I played so much yesterday. It was
40
awesome.
hours a week.
I wish I could now. You guys want to know what movies I saw this year?
What did you see?
I saw Dune 2. That's my number 1 for the year so far.
Good film.
I saw Madam Web. It was horrible.
Bad. Yeah,
I saw Strays. That was pretty funny.
I didn't see it.
Well, I don't even.
It's the talking
It's about the dogs, the talking dogs movie.
Will Ferrell's in that.
Will
movie.
Ferrell is in that movie.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. The Quiet Place prequel.
I like have seen 0 movies this year.
I saw It Ends Here. It was a rom-com about domestic violence.
Oh yeah, I was,
What?
I really didn't like it. And I saw Deadpool, which I really did like. Which I guess I feel like that last 2 sentences really talks about me as a person.
what a great combo.
Yeah.
A little double feature.
Yeah.
Okay, you have one more, right, Patrick?
I got one more. What do I want to do? Oh, let me go. Like, part of me wants to grab Lilo and Stitch here, but I already said that I think Toy Story 3 is a damn near perfect movie, and I will double down on that and take Toy Story 3.
Wow.
There's
Dude, I just remembered a movie that I I swore it existed, and then I couldn't find it. Now I'm realizing it does exist, and I'm mad I didn't take it. I don't think it would have helped me win the draft at all. It might have helped me lose more, but I don't know.
What is it?
Family Guy Star Wars. Dude, I was like, I swear there was a Family Guy movie.
That is true.
I almost said the South Park movie, actually. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Both are great. Both are great.
Yeah.
I love Family Guy.
Should we? Family Guy is so good.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day, it was amazing.
Should we go over our rosters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had Toy Story 3, Cars, Shrek, Frozen, and
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Good list.
I had Toy Story, Into the Spider-Verse, Spirited Away, Monsters, Inc., and Ratatouille.
I had The Incredibles, Osmosis Jones, the Lego Movie, Mulan, and Sausage Party.
I think they all the lists very much reflect us.
Yeah.
I think whoever wins is going to be one of you two. I think the
I don't
winner.
think I've ever won a draft.
I think you have a real I think Patrick has the biggest name value
Yeah.
on his list, so it's going to be hard to top him. But I do think.
Our fans really like Osmosis Jones, though.
Do they?
They love comedies about prescription drugs.
Max, I think you are going to get second, but I think it'll be close. And I think I'll be like a very distant third.
We'll see.
We'll
see
see.
what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.